Okay, on this portion of the hike, I was coming up this trail, and then to my right, there was something, I got no visual at all, but it was something super heavy and big that was running through the bush. Maybe, I don't know, from what I heard, maybe 10-20 meters. I have no idea, but again, can't say what it was because I actually didn't see anything, but it just sounded like a very large thing crashing through the trees. So moving on. There you go. The first sign of human life here on the Cirque Peak Trail in Banff National Park. This will be tip number 1. I started today's hike at 7:07 in the morning, and I was the only one here. I've had the trail all to myself, and now that we're pretty much halfway through, we ran into our little friend back there. So start this hike early, nice and early, and I mean, you're gonna see at the end of the video how many people do this hike on a daily basis. Probably on the weekend, I'd say hundreds. So, yeah, I woke up at 4 a.m., you know, and I still started later than I thought, because I was planning on starting today at like 6:30, but I had to get gas for the van, and, you know, pack the bag, which I should have done the night before, but I didn't. And if you're camping nearby, then you're gonna have an even better chance of starting this hike earlier and having it all to yourself. And today's Saturday, it's the weekend, so this place on the weekend gets pretty wild. You'll see. One more thing to mention: when I started this hike, there were only 2 other cars in the parking lot that were gonna do this trail, because I could see they were putting on their hiking boots and such. And the other 2 people they were just camping, they're sleeping when I arrived there. And also, I know I'm the first one on the trail today because I've been eating cobwebs the whole way. Spider webs and cobwebs in my face the entire time I was walking through the forest. There it is. Another benefit of starting early and having this all to yourself: you can set up the camera without worrying and take photos of yourself. All right. There we go. Tip number 2. You don't need big hiking boots for this trail, or waterproof ones. I showed you my boot earlier in the video. These have not been waterproof for like over a year. There's not much water on this trail, so if you have a very comfortable pair of beat up hiking boots, just take those. Don't got to worry about water, so don't need any expensive waterproof hiking boots, which I do have, but these beat up Soleila ones are a lot more comfortable because I've been wearing them for years. I'll show you again the rip I have. Right there. And they're not waterproof at all whatsoever. So, wow, what a view. You guys see this hole here? We're not going to go on to tip 3 quite yet. We're going to go to tip 2.5, the bonus tip. Sense of space we have here, right? Lots of room to walk and make your Cirque Peak. I set up my tripod, you know, to take a photo of myself with this beautiful landscape in the background, you know, as I do. If you guys, oh sorry, I'm trying to adjust the exposure here. If you guys may follow me on Instagram or whatever, or look at the photos, or even the photos I have here on YouTube. You know, I like to take pictures of myself, my wife, even other hikers, because I like this, you know, humans and a nature background, you know, like a really good photo, that sort of thing. I'm setting up my tripod. I wasn't taking photos yet. With all this room, this guy walks right in front of the camera and tripod, like a 1.5 feet away from me, maybe 2 feet, give him the benefit of the doubt. So, and then he just had this dumb smile on his face, oh, how's it going, kind of thing. So my tip 2.5 is, a lot of people come out to places like this for solitude, or to do an epic hike for themselves, or to take photos, or, you know, to reconnect with themselves, whatever you want to call it, if you want to get that deep. So don't be that guy. If you're gonna come out to Banff and check out all this beauty, don't be that guy that's bothering other hikers. I mean, be friendly, be polite, you know, good morning, how's the hike going? And then move along. Unless they want to engage you in conversation and vice versa. But if you see someone concentrating, or someone that you could tell on their face are like really in the moment, just don't do it. Assuming you have followed tip 1, 2, and 2.5, I bring you to tip 3. You notice earlier in a video I had an orange whistle and I was blowing it, giving it a little toot toot, not once and now and then, right? So the thing is, this hike, because you followed tip 1 and you're here early in the morning, you're the first one on the trail, aren't you? Right? Because you followed tip 1, you're the first one on the trail, going through all those cobwebs and stuff. That whistle is for bears. So you have these dark corners that you just, there's no field of view. So you just give it a toot, and then whatever's behind the corner, if there's the bear, they're gonna know you're there. You don't want any surprises, because you've seen the bear droppings in the video, and I've seen more later on. They looked old, but I don't know. So there's definitely a grizzly, probably that, well, and crashing in a bush. You can kind of put 1 and 1 together, and yeah. So that'd be tip 3, is bring a whistle. And, you know, those corners where you're kind of blinded, you have no idea what's behind there, you know. That forest path is a little bit narrow in some places too, and you have like thickets to your left and your right. Just give that whistle a little bit of a toot, and it's loud enough that it'll let, you know, a few yards or meters ahead of you, letting you know if there's a bear there. He's gonna know you're coming, and he'll probably leave. You can buy that whistle on Amazon. I paid like $5-6, so just buy one. It's definitely worth it. Yeah, I think I put emergency camping whistle or something like that. It's called on Amazon. And of course, bring the bear spray. And a stick is really good to have. 6.5 feet tall or so. I was unable to find one today. Probably because other people scavenged them, but at least I had the whistle. All right, moving on. Some more people coming. Right there. Definitely not very busy today. There you have it. That turd is somewhere down that way. The first one to the top. I guess ego got the better of me there. Anywho, when I was nearing the top there, I'll show you. In this area, he just like stopped and blocked the whole hiking path. So I'm just like, it's like over that rock there. So I was like, oh, whatever. So I just walked along all this loose rock here and just came up this way instead. It's like, man, crazy. Going back to tip 2.5, don't be that guy. This is the view from behind. Pretty spectacular. That's it. It's the summit. Oh, there they come. The Cirque Peak hikers. This is tip 4. Know when to leave. Now, whoa, all jokes aside, back over. I'm kidding around like with the whole solitude thing and, wanting, to be out here on your own, not have people bother you. But another reason why you should leave early is because other hikers start kicking rocks down. And some years ago, I was doing a hike similar to this in Lake Louise called Devil's Thumb. And this guy kicked a rock down about the size of a softball. And it must have been going like 70, 80 kilometers an hour, and it almost hit me right in the chest. And I'm sure if that hit me, it probably would have killed me. So, another reason for safety. Leave it earlier, and you don't have to worry about rocks flying past your head or chest or whatever. Another thing, I believe it was tip 2, maybe? The one with the boots, where I told you to bring old boots, right? So this will be tip 4 part 2. Bring old boots. Okay, don't bring your expensive new hikers, right? Because like I said, you don't need waterproof boots. You're not going to get wet. The issue is these rocks, and you're going to go all the way down. You got to go all the way back down this way, right? And these rocks are sharp, and they'll cut up your sole. Your sole of the boot, not your sole. So that's probably even how I got like a lot of the cuts on my boots, probably from here. And it is Canadian Rockies. A lot of the hikes in Banff and in the Canadian Rockies, they have this very jagged, rocky, sharp rocks. And because of your body weight and you're going down a little bit faster and you're kind of like this, it does damage your boots a bit if you're going too quick. All right, and that's tip 4. first tour group. Oh, the tour guide's behind them, or in front of them. I was gonna say, last year I did this hike around the same time. I think it was like late July. Now is what, early August, right? I'm not joking. You had tour groups. Like 20 people just on this, just coming at you. They wouldn't move, blocking the whole thing, just hitting you. I'm not joking. A few times I have to go like through the bushes and stuff to avoid these tour groups. I mean, just so I can get by and like continue my walk, right? But I haven't seen any today, which is weird. I was kind of hoping to show you. Oh no, never mind. I spoke too quick. Here we go. This might be one of them. Possibly. Another thing I wanted to mention was in Kananaskis and in Banff, I've noticed that around 11:30, when you do these hikes that go up to a mountain summit, it gets super windy. It's another reason why you want to do this early. Because it's like clockwork. You take like gospel. Like 11:30 comes around, and then boom, all this wind. Raindrops coming down. Yeah. There are only 4 cars here this morning, mine included. Mine plus 3 others. Look at this. Oh, there's that tour company. Look at this. Look at this ass. That's an awesome park job. Jesus Louises. Yeah. Going back to tip number 1.